that all you're gonna give me, Bryce?
Well, here's my problem. Whenever I go to the Canadian border, they hassle me. And it seems to be getting worse and worse.
From Canada right now.
Yeah, but they're all connected, man. It's the Queen. Can't be too safe.
It's about the measles.
That's right.
It's not a bad guy.
Oh my God. What is everybody saying?
Can we get an officer to come over to exit 21 on the northbound side and remove the guy that's over there with a measles-free car wash sign? He's in a white, like a jump.
Are you on Atlantic or are you on Belmont?
Yeah, on Atlantic.
Oh.
Atlantic.
Okay.
And he's got a cap on and like a germ face mask. I'm the manager here.
Okay. And what's your phone number there?
I don't want my people to get robbed. He looks too small to be the build of the guy that was at the shooting up at the store up in Kelso. Well, I'm gonna guess he's black because he's got black arms, black hands, but I don't know if it's gloves kind of thing or Under Armour.
26 Sam 10 for a suspicious person. 1010 Atlantic Avenue, Chevron.
Frampton.
RP is an employee at Chevron, advisors a male subject. Jumping and dancing around, has a sign with him, and has a bottle of something, described as a black male. He has a face mask, red baseball hat, and a white shirt on. 1010 Atlantic Avenue.
Public health emergency has now been declared in Washington State.
Outbreak in the Pacific Northwest.
I'm worried. I'm very worried.
It's their lives on the line, honestly. If they're not vaccinated and something like this happens, then what am I going to do to save them?
The number of measles infections has tripled.
Health emergency. There are now 35 cases.
Hangs in the air for up to 2 hours.
For up to 2 hours.
It's very hard to change people's minds, especially when you're talking about the health of their children.
One thing to protect your own freedom, it's another to infringe on other people's health.
Right? Yeah.
You have to defer to medical professionals and epidemiologists that are recommending the vaccine. I mean,
errors kill too many patients in the U.S. While exact numbers are elusive, a new analysis and estimate portrays an even grimmer picture. The new paper finds that as many as 250,000 people die each year from errors in hospitals and other healthcare facilities. That would make it the third leading cause of death in the U.S., ahead of respiratory disease, accidents, and even stroke.
One thing to protect your own freedom, it's another to infringe on other people's health.
Right? Yeah.
They're saying you will admit these people whether they're sick or not, whether they need to be hospitalized. Correct?
They never phrase it that way. They did say admit 20%. The reality of that is that there's only one way that can happen.
Propaganda and fear tactics.
And that is if it is arbitrary. That is if you do admit patients that don't need to be admitted.
For patients who are 65 and over, the benchmark was 50%.
The system relies on billing codes to compile our national health statistics. But people don't always die of a billing code. They can die from diagnostic errors, fragmented care, preventable complications. These are not things that are captured in national health statistics.
I think that percentage is higher in the Orthodox communities due to all of the propaganda and fear tactics.
It has been called a hotspot because of its anti-vaccine movement.
With no visible symptoms for weeks.
It can be a serious disease.
Measles had all but disappeared in the U.S. after widespread use of the vaccine.
You have to defer to medical professionals.
The cellular pieces from the aborted fetus.
That is potentially possible, yes.
Okay. Isn't it true that in fact there is more of that cellular debris in the MMR, for example, than there is actually antigen?
I don't know.
Okay. Isn't it true that Haveric's hepatitis A vaccine, the hepatitis A vaccine contains millions of fragments of human DNA?
Possible? I don't know.
Isn't it true that Varivax, the chickenpox vaccine, contains approximately 1 trillion fragments of human DNA?
Again, if Dr. Plotkin says it does, then I will agree.
The doctors who hit corporate admission goals received praise from company managers. Those who didn't knew it.
The primary purpose of the scorecard was to track how you were doing in terms of revenue generation based on number of tests ordered and number of patients admitted to the hospital.
It has nothing to do with patient safety and patient care. It has everything to do with generating revenues.
You came to hit me up for my offer?
What's your offer?
A free measles car wash.
What is that?
I'm gonna disinfect cars as they come through. It's kind of like just air and particulates, you know. It's just kind of like good vibes and energy. That's what everyone runs on now.
You live around here?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Do you have ID on you by chance?
No.
Can I get your name from you? People are calling and they think it's very weird and suspicious.
Only because I'm a really nice guy, I'll give you my first name. So I don't want to be one of those First Amendment.
What's your first name?
You know what I'm talking about, them First Amendment. Bryce with a Y.
Bryce with a Y?
Oh yeah.
Is that all you're gonna give me, Bryce?
Well, here's my problem. Whenever I go to the Canadian border, they hassle me. And it seems to be getting worse and worse.
From Canada right now.
Yeah, but they're all connected, man. It's the Queen. So the closer I get to Canada, like last time they stripped my car down and they go, where do you smoke weed? We want to see the dust and we want the blunt. And I go, dude, there's no, and they took my car apart and I think it's because of my beard. So I don't know if they have a record, but no, I live here. You could probably Google my name, just Bryce Woodland, and it's gonna come up.
It would help me if you just gave me your name.
But then I'd be like aiding.
Aiding what?
Aiding giving you my name so I get hassled when I go to the Canadian border.
I'm not gonna give anybody your name, it's just for me.
Why do you want my name?
People are calling and they think it's weird, they don't know what this means.
Well, I think it's weird that people are panicking for the last 3 weeks about nothing.
A measles-free car wash?
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. It says measles-free car wash. And then it says can't something something. I can't read what it says. It says can't something.
Here's what I think. When I got the phone call to come here, I thought it was pretty stupid because I waved at you and I thought everything was fine.
Just a second too. I do have a GoPro on that billboard over there. Just to let you know, so I don't want you to. Yeah.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I don't want you to say something that might be like, oh
no.
You're
free.
I'm trying to be like a nice guy.
Like
you know?
I said, I thought it was kind of a
yeah. I'm coming out here because everyone's panicking, and it's like, what can I do to maybe lighten the mood a little bit?
Well, what's your purpose to being out here?
Right now?
Yeah.
Lighten the mood. Yeah, YOLO, man. I don't know if the goggles got fogged.
Yeah, you can't really see the goggles.
You know, 2 units. You want yours done too? I'll give you the good vibes.
You're staying in traffic, you're not bothering.
Oh, no, and I try to avoid this thing because when people stop, when they're getting off the freeway, I know it's a hassle and it's going to cause a fatality, and ODOT or WADOT's not going to do anything until it happens. So, you know, when traffic goes, I move over here.
You live here in Woodland, though?
I used to live in town, and now I live upriver.
No one wants to give his name and Bryce.
Well, I'll give you my name. My date of birth's all screwed up. My mom tells me something, the state tells me something different. I don't want to lie to you because then I get incriminated for falsifying documents.
What's your last name?
It's hyphenated.
Okay, spell it.
Irvin, I-R-V-I-N, Phelps, P-H-E-L-P-S, like the swimmer. And that's because I'm a really, really nice guy. And like I said, I don't want to be one of the First Amendment. They're horrible. They're not horrible.
The only thing I care is that you're being safe and you don't be traffic or hurt yourself, okay?
Yeah. Well, I know.
Yeah, because then that becomes state property.
Well,
you don't want to.
Let's not get into the sign debate, but yeah, that's why I zip tie my GoPro to this side of the sign.
The reason why that sign was put up is because the vegans,
yeah,
they would go all the way up the off ramp. That's why they.
Little incriminating though to say that you're putting up a sign to target a specific group. No, I'm not going to go into First Amendment at all, but
it's for public safety.
You know what?
Because people they were reaching in vehicles and stuff.
Well, I know. I was the one that was out here with the dead raccoon, and then I came out here with a leaf blower to clean this place up.
Dead raccoon.
Roadkill. So the deal was, if we're going to have vigils for dead animals that one person kills, why not have a vigil for dead animals that we all kill by driving cars? So if you want to have this little ceremony, here's a dead raccoon I just saw upriver. Let's sit and let's talk about it, and let's all talk about what we're going to do better. They didn't like it.
No.
Made me a lot of enemies with the vegans. Not really, we're friends.
You're not the only one. I don't like
that. You know, I will say something too, because I want to be on record. Jay over there gave me $100. The Waltz guy.
Oh, okay.
I was over there doing my thing, and then he had one of his cronies come out and flip me $100. And I said, nah, So I gave it to the vegans. So just in case you see Jay, let him know that his $100 paid those vegans, not me. I don't work for blood money.
We'll let you go. You're fine.
Thanks, man. Definitely not. But that car is definitely in the crosswalk. I don't know if she stopped before.
Well,
I don't know.
technically lost it across the street. Kind of blocked.
Well, if you sit here long enough, everyone's in the process of turning. Watch. Settle in. Oh, dang, it's a Harley, that's why. Definitely.
I don't know if the sign's ever going to change.
They never do.
I don't want to jaywalk.
You definitely don't. Not on record. Now, when do you think the state's going to fix the problem with Scott Ave? Not until we have a problem here on this intersection.
What's wrong with Scott Avenue?
Well, we need to have an underpass that goes over there to alleviate this traffic.
Oh, you're absolutely right. It's terrible around 3:30 or so.
That's why I'm here at 3:30.
School gets out and everybody's getting off work and it becomes a gridlock inside the city.
Completely. That's why I moved upriver.
I like how it's a measles-free car wash.
Everyone's running on good vibes, man. I'm just going to let them know they're okay and then they're going to sleep tight.
You're good.
No, I won't say anything. I won't go to the city council meeting. I won't create. I went once and they listened, man. They got rid of the fluoride. I said, I don't know how you can medicate people without their consent. If you want it, dump it in. Have a good day.